We have been in diamond for way too long, so it's time to fix that by gathering some ancient debris today. So to do that, we won't find any in the world, so it's time to go to the Nether. Here we are in the Nether, and now we need to get a bit lower in the world, so let's go maybe over here and start digging down. Here we are in the Nether, and as you can see, I've set up a little base camp. Of course, we're not going to see them that bad because it just blew up. But anyway, so the first method of mining we're going to get into just plain old strip mining. So all we're going to do is go in a straight line like this. And I was just control key because that's my sprint key, and also the key for tweak route. But anyway, as you can see, we're below the lava at Y14, so our feet are at Y14 at the moment. And now what we do is we try and avoid lava like that. And I've got good enough armor that the lava hardly does any damage. But when we see lava like that, then we just block it up and continue mining. And hopefully we get a couple of ancient breeds. Now we're going to stop here, start a timer, and mine for 30 minutes. Let's go. And here are the first ancient debris. So as you can see, I had to make quite a long tunnel to get these. But here we are, first ancient debris. So let's mine it up. And we've got loads of netherrack from this, but there we go. And we want to mine around to see if there are any more. And it seems there's just a vein of one. And now we just keep mining in a straight line. We have hit a lava lake here, so if we're going free cam, here you can see it's like a lava trench that comes down. So this is pretty dangerous, and as you can see, there's a load of lava back here. So I think what we're going to do is we can go back around here and then start mining out in that direction. Here we are, this should be far enough away from there, and I think this is straight passage. Yeah, there it is. So now let's just start mining in this direction and hopefully get some more ancient debris. We have hit another lava trench here, so it's time to turn in that direction and get to mine again. And I still haven't found any more ancient debris, and time is now on 22 minutes. So 22 minutes left to find some more. Hopefully we find some. But this is, as you can see, the worst method by far of all of these. So I wouldn't really recommend it, as there are much better mining methods. So if you don't have much durability on your pick, or you don't have many picks to spare, then this is a good early game method. Here are the second pieces of ancient debris, and so far this has taken about 18 minutes. So really quite slow. And that was only 2, so we've got 3 so far. Hopefully we can find a couple more, at least 4 I'm hoping for, before the timer runs out. And I think we can see that, yes, here is the third little clump of ancient debris set round, and we actually got 3 there, so that's quite lucky. Now we're up to 6, at least it's 4, so we can get at least 1 netherite ingot from this. We still have around 12 minutes left on the timer. Here is the 4th bit, only took about a minute, around a minute since the last bit to find it. So it is picking up speed a bit, it's now on 9, that means we've got at least 2 ingots from this. So I'm expecting, now that we're a bit over halfway, well quite a bit over halfway, we may get 1 more ingot, so we may get a total of 3 ingots from this. I also forgot to point out that to instant mine all the netherrack, you'll need at least efficiency 2, I think it is, on a diamond pickaxe to mine it. And here's another bit, and we've got 7 minutes left on the timer, so we may be able to find a few more bits hopefully before it runs out. And hopefully get up to 12 of them for 3 ingots. And here was a lucky coincidence, on the same tunnel that I was mining, there is an ancient debris here. So that's pretty cool. Oh, and also lava. And I accidentally used my water bucket. But anyway, as you can see, it can be a bit dangerous if you aren't careful. But in this case, all you need to do is try and block up and not be stupid like I am being. Anyway, let's try and block up like that. Then we can go nearer to it, like this. We have just passed the 5-minute mark and we are currently on 12. So that's quite good. 3 ingots is very good. And I don't think we'll find any more before the time runs out. We might still do, as I'm going to keep mining all the way to the end. My pick is also almost broken, so let's switch out with our fortune one and continue mining now. There we go, and let's go. Here is another piece, and it's a bunch of 2, so we're now up to 14. Will it be a bunch of 3? No. We've now hit another lava lake here, and I think it's time to stop, as we only have 2 seconds left on the timer. And as you can probably hear, that's the timer going off. Before we go back to the main base bit though, I'd like to show you one final method that I'm going to group in with these, and that is the chunk border method. So I'm going to group in with this one, as it's basically just strip mining, except you remove 6 blocks at a time. So you dig forward, and you dig these 6 blocks here like this, on a chunk border, like that. So 2 high and 3 wide room. And you do it on a chunk border. And hope that you get some ancient debris for this. And I would definitely say do this rather than that method, as it's way quicker. And also, the only reason you'd ever do this just straight line method is if you are very low on durability. But if you have enough durability, you have diamond pickaxe and everything, then just do this method, as it's way quicker. Here we are back at the base, so from this test we got 14, and let's surround this by netherite so we know which one this is. So go 14 ancient debris in 30 minutes from just simple strip mining in a line. Now the next method, what we're going to be doing is first taking this strip mine, and then, because we'll have to do this anyway for this method, then we can just reach out 5 blocks and then just walk along like this. And this will expose many more blocks for you to mine up, and hopefully we expose some ancient debris. Like that, already we've exposed some. So we should be able to get quite a few more ancient debris from this method. And the good thing is you can already use the tunnels from the just normal strip mining to do it. So let's start the timer and let's go. And this just proves my point. So that's where we found the last one, and already we've found another one. It's only been 20 seconds on the timer. So this really is a big step up from the strip mine method. When you get lava, all you do is you make it so it can't come to you, and then you go to it, block it up like that. And then it's all safe. You've got to watch out for lava when doing this method, and there already more ancient debris. So I can't stress enough how much of a big step up this is from normal strip mining. Next clump here, and we're now on 4, and with this we'll be on 5. Let's see if there are any more around it, and there is just a single one. But as you can see, we've already got an entire ingot of netherite. We have now reached a corner in our passage, so now what we can do is turn the other way and go back mining the other wall. And now that we've made it all the way back to our base here, we can run back out and then start mining around the corner. After going around the corner and doing the same thing here, we now have 7 ancient debris, and we've still got 22 minutes left on the timer. So I think we can still do quite a bit more with this method. And by doing this one side, I accidentally broke my fortune pickaxe, and this one needs repairing, so let's pause the timer and go and repair them. After doing a bit of enchanting, we have this one repaired, our silk touch pickaxe, and I also made a new fortune one. And now all we need to do is go over to our villager in our hole here. I think we've got one that sells mending, so we can buy a few bucks. Yes, here we go, got a mending villager here, so we can then repair this one later on. The time has now run out, and we managed to get 19 ancient debris in that time. I didn't manage to complete this wall, but I did manage to do this wall. Now we have to head back and clear up the lava as we go. Here we are back at the base, so let's put our 19 ancient debris in here and surround it by magma blocks. There we go. And now the final method we're going to be using is the TNT method. So let's just put them in there for safekeeping. And I think I want to start mining off another place. As for this one, we want the tunnels to be at Y12, and that's just so that we don't have these lava lakes above us to contend with. So at Y12 we shouldn't get too many breaking in. Anyway, let's turn this way and start mining a very long passage. And already on the passage, which only starts over there, we've found one ancient debris. This might be more, I'm not sure. No, it's just a single one. So this will be the first one of hopefully many, as this is by far the fastest method, but it's also the most expensive, as it uses lots of TNT. This should be far enough to start off with. We've got a good stretch here, so now let's take this TNT that I've gathered and start placing it. So we'll want to do 1, 2, skip 1, then 1, 2. This does use quite a bit of TNT, but at least it keeps the chain going. Now we just need to do this all the way down the passage. And it doesn't matter if we mess up a few times, because hopefully the chain will continue. We are now very near to the end of the tunnel, so let's place down the last TNT there, get out our flame bow, I think this has flame, and then let's light it up. Now we want to get quite far away as they could launch nearer towards us. As you can see, it starts this chain reaction here, and it shows us loads and loads of blocks, and hopefully shows us some ancient debris. And already right next to the entrance to this tunnel we have a piece of ancient debris. So this is the first one, well, second one, as we found one on the way. And let's just go through these tunnels, searching for any more that have been exposed. Here is the second one, so let's jump up here and let's see if any more. No, just single one. And now let's continue down. Right here is a nice weird one where we found 2 of them generating very close together. So that means more ancient debris for us. I think I picked that one up. Anyway, let's go get this one now. A bunch of 2 here. We've managed to get 8 ancient debris from this short tunnel here, and we still have about a stack and 18 left. So we can continue this quite far. My pickaxe is about to break, so I think it's time we start placing TNT again. And that is all the TNT I have. Unfortunately, I couldn't quite go to here, but this is near enough, as at least we have this tunnel where we can be safe in. And let's watch the magic. So here we go, and look at that. We've already got some ancient debris exposed. After doing that passage, and now that I'm out of TNT, I think I'm going to stop there. With 16 minutes left, so about halfway. So we can roughly guess that we get around 24 ancient debris, maybe 26 from that. But anyway, so this is obviously the fastest method by far. So I can definitely recommend this one. It's also most enjoyable and interesting, whereas these ones use a lot of pickaxe durability. However, these are useful if you need just a few ancient debris or very early game. So all very good. Now, if we do that, you can see we've got 45 ancient debris, and this is enough to do all of our armor and tools for us. Back at our base, we can now come to our blast furnace, put in some coal, and then throw in all of ancient debris to smelt. They are now all done smelting, so let's take them into our inventory and go down here. There's a crafting table. And now we can craft up a load of netherite ingots. 11, that's very good. We'll also need a smithing table, so let's just place it right there and get to upgrading. So let's do the armor first. Helmet, then let's do chest plate, leggings and boots. And now we've got the cover me in debris advancement. There we go, full netherite armor. Now let's do sword. Let's do silk touch pickaxe, axe, shovel, and then we have enough to do the fortune pickaxe and the hoe. I should probably actually upgrade this to the max before doing that though. After a bit of enchanting, I now have a whole new hoe with silk touch instead of fortune, as I think silk touch is a bit more useful, for example with leaf gathering. This is the final tool we need to make netherite, and there we go. We now have all netherite tools and netherite armor, and we've also got one spare, so let's go and put that in our storage. And there we go, and we also had one extra ancient debris too. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and now you know all the best methods of getting ancient debris. So come back for another video soon, and subscribe. Goodbye.